Okay, let's dive in. College football is in a wild new era of these mega conferences, right? And the Big 12 is smack in the middle of it. I mean, it's now this massive 16-team league that stretches all the way from Florida to Arizona. And you know what comes with that size? A massive new challenge. So yeah, the big question is, how do you get 16 different programs, all with their own styles and insane travel demands, ready for a high-stakes season? You can't just toss them into the fire. A week preseason? That's just not going to fly anymore. So what's the solution? Well, the proposed answer is pretty bold. Forget those boring, totally forgettable warm-up games. The idea here is a strategic, 3-week routine, one that's built to test every team, get the fans hyped, and really show off the conference right from day one. And look, this isn't just about playing a few games. It's a really deep, multi-layered strategy. The whole thinking here is to make sure everything's fair, with a balanced schedule, create some serious buzz right away, test teams against schemes they've never seen, and get everybody ready for the grind of a true coast-to-coast conference. Okay, so how does this thing actually work on the field? Let's break down this 3-week structure, because trust me, each week is designed to do something very, very specific. First up, Week 1. This is all about cranking up the heat immediately, but keeping it close to home. We're talking short travel, familiar enemies, and absolutely packed stadiums. How? By leaning right into the pure passion of local rivalries. So you kick things off with these instant classic rivalries. You've got the holy war between Utah and BYU, the duel in the desert. I mean, come on. These aren't your typical tune-up games. These are intense, emotional battles that get the fans invested from the very first snap. It's all about setting an intense tone from day one. You're not easing into the season here. You are launching it with the kind of high-stakes drama you usually have to wait until November for. It's the perfect pressure-packed test right out of the gate. Okay, let's move on to Week 2 and see how this thing builds. After all that local intensity, it's time to kind of shake the snow globe, you know? This week is all about forcing teams way out of their comfort zones by matching them up against totally unfamiliar styles from different corners of the conference. So you end up with these amazing matchups, like Texas Tech's air raid offense has to go all the way to Florida to face UCF's insane tempo. That's going to be an absolute track meet. Or you send a team like Arizona State to Cincinnati to see how they handle that gritty Midwest trench warfare. This is all about forcing teams to adapt and, finding those weaknesses before they become season-ending disasters. And then we get to Week 3, the grand finale of the preseason. This is where the Big 12 really gets to flex its muscles on a national stage. We're talking primetime TV slots, big-name neutral sites. This is pure marketing power. And the matchups, they are designed for maximum impact. You get BYU and Baylor playing in an NFL stadium. That feels like a mini bowl game right there. You've got Colorado and West Virginia going at it in Nashville, a totally new football-hungry market. See, this isn't just prep work anymore. It's a statement. It's the Big 12 declaring it's a national brand. Now, underneath all this cool complexity is a really simple, elegant rule that makes sure everything is fair. Every single team gets one home game, one away game, and one game at a neutral site. That way, the schedule gives a balanced, comprehensive test for everybody in the league before conference play even kicks off. Okay, so the structure is smart. I think we can all agree on that. But what's the real payoff? Who actually wins by flipping the whole preseason on its head like this?
Well, the answer is pretty much everyone. The whole thing is designed to be a win-win-win. The plan is structured so carefully that it serves the very different needs of the coaches, the players, and, you guessed it, the fans.
For the coaches, this is basically a dream scenario. Instead of those pointless warm-ups, they get this tiered system of tests that perfectly mimics the flow of a real season. This gives them a real chance to evaluate their depth chart and even experiment a little against quality opponents in a setting that's controlled but still super competitive.
Oh, and the players? They get a ton out of this too. That primetime TV exposure in Week 3, that can directly boost their NFL draft stock. And, maybe even more important, facing all these different schemes forces them to develop their football IQ fast. Plus, they get to practice handling those long road trips before the games actually start to count.
And what about us, the fans?
It's a total home run. We get meaningful football before September even starts. You've got classic rivalries kicking off the entire year. Plus, those Week 3 showcases basically become these mini bowl games, a perfect excuse for a bucket list travel weekend to a cool city.
So, when you really put it all together, you see this is so much more than just a schedule. It actually transforms a part of the calendar we usually just throw away into this powerful asset, one that builds the conference's brand, develops its players, and gets the fans completely fired up. And that, right there, is the big takeaway. While other conferences are just focused on getting richer, the Big 12 could get smarter. This is the kind of innovative thinking that could really set it apart. The revolution isn't just about getting bigger, it's about reinventing the entire rhythm of the season itself.
Which leaves us with one last fascinating question to chew on. In this era that's so defined by money and media rights, could something as simple as a brilliantly designed schedule be the Big 12's ultimate power move, its secret weapon to compete and thrive? It's a bold idea, for sure, and one that could actually change the game for everyone.